Okay, Johan from Bamboo, welcome. Thank you for an amazing seminar. So for some recap now, what is WeChat?
Well, what is it not? As I usually say, it's a veritable Swiss Army knife of an app that does anything from payment solutions to social media, and is the biggest app in China now for social media with 1.04 billion users. So it's really the place where you want to be as a company in China today.
Yeah, and for a first-time user, I mean, WeChat could seem like a bit of a jungle. Where should one start?
Well, as always, you need to do your research and be sure why you're doing what you're doing and what your goals are on being on this platform, as with any social media. But you also need to make sure that you have China-speaking employees or agency in place that can help you to navigate this ecosystem that we sometimes call it.
And in terms of content, what is really the do's and don'ts for WeChat? Is something you should do and is something you shouldn't do?
Well, generally speaking, what we notice is that longer form content tend to work a little better than perhaps it does on Western social media channels such as Facebook, for instance. So that's one thing, and people tend to read really professional articles, and video content works very well. And you also need to be a little mindful of the China advertising law when you talk about yourself in China on other platforms.
And as you said earlier, WeChat is huge in China, but WeChat also continues to enter new markets. What do you think the future holds for this service?
Well, that's a very interesting question, and that's something we think about a lot as well. And now, after hitting the 1 billion mark, they pretty much reached all their target audience in China. So now we see the international growth is the next step, and it's a little open-ended question so far. But what I think is that they will probably leverage WeChat Pay as a vehicle to grow the WeChat platform outside of China. They're now here in Hong Kong with WeChat Pay, and they're working with the other markets in Asia. I think they will also work towards launching WeChat Pay in Africa. So yeah, I think but it will be interesting to see, very interesting, yeah.
With that said, will anyone be able to compete to WeChat then?
Oh wow, that's a good question. I mean, since it does so many things and is so sticky, so people live with WeChat every day. It's hard. It's been a challenge, but I think you never know about the future. Right now, I would say, like, if you want to reach a good target group that has spending money and spending power in China, you should be on WeChat, but maybe, I don't know what the future holds. QQ is now growing. The old messaging platform QQ, also owned by Tencent though, is growing amongst the teenagers in China, for instance. So let's see what the future holds.
Very interesting. Thanks a lot for taking your time, and thank you for an amazing seminar today.
Thank you.
Thank you.